It's Esper, the jeans low head, high arms cross kid with the black tee.
So this video might end up being a little long just because I have a lot of makeup brushes to talk about, but I feel like it wasn't enough for me to split up face brushes and eye brushes, so I'm gonna just do all brushes. I guess we'll start with the face brushes, and all of these are really affordable. So the first makeup brush I'm gonna talk about is the one that I used to use to set my entire face. Now I just use it to set like the makeup on my neck. It's the one from It Brushes, and it's called the Airbrush powder brush, and it's this one right here. And I like this one because it's not really that dense. It spreads out the product really nice without putting it too much in one place. And this one I got at Ulta, and I don't know how much it was. I'll link everything down below so you guys could see it, but all of these brushes are really affordable. But yeah, this is my favorite one. And before, when I would set my entire face with the RCMA translucent powder, I would use this brush, and it was like perfect to go in all around the face, and it wouldn't put too much powder like in one spot. The next brush that I use now, and this one is the one that I use now to set my entire face. I know it's really small, but I actually use a Fenty Beauty powder, like it's actually over there, I don't know what it's called, but like the Fenty Beauty powder. I know people say that, some people have said that it's not like a good setting powder, but it works really good for me. So this is the Fenty Beauty powder. What is it called? It's the blotting powder. There we go. So I like to go in with this and then just like dab a little bit and then just use it all over my face. And I feel like this works really good. I guess it really depends what sort of setting powder, translucent powder you're using, but since I use this one, I go in with this brush and set my entire face, and it actually works really good for me because I do have normal / dry skin, so too much powder on my face, it looks a hot mess. So this is this brush, and it's actually the Morphe E48. So another brush that I like to use, and this is actually to set my under eye. So I go in with this, you know, like I'll use the tape shape concealer, do my under eye, then I like to set it with the blotting powder, and I use this brush. It's from Morphe. It's the M135 brush, and this is perfect. I feel like it works really nicely right under the eye. It fits there really good. The brush that I use some brightening powder with, and it's the Bh Cosmetics 137 brush. It's this one right here, and it actually came with a kit. It was like a whole kit of brushes. This one I use because it's like slanted, and I use it like, I'll go in with the brightening powder and then go like this with this edge on like the hollows of my cheeks, and then this like really like this end, I'll go and I'll do like my chin and my forehead, and it goes in perfectly and it blends it out really nicely. And I like to use this too when I do like the cream brightening, which I don't really do, but whenever I do it, I like to go in with this brush. The next brush is the one that I use to contour. I go between cream contour and powder contour, and this brush works perfectly for both. It's the Bh Cosmetics 138 brush, and it actually came with like the set of these brushes. It's angled really nice and has like a little point right here. I don't know if you guys could see that. And I always like to go in and just work in the contour, and it works perfectly to blend out the cream and the powder. To do right here, like I contour right here, and I like to do between powder and cream. I've been really loving the KKW contour stick. It blends out amazingly, so I like to go in with the Morphe brush. I don't even know which one, it doesn't even have a number, but it's this brush right here, and it works out perfectly to blend out cream and powder. Go in and, you know, just blend it out perfectly. Like it blends amazing. So it's this Morphe brush right here. Now to bronze out my face, to go in between two brushes, and this is the Sigma F30 brush. It's a large powder, and this is the one I mostly use anytime I bronze my face. So this works perfectly for doing like your forehead and right here, like I don't know what this is called, like this right here. I like to bronze up my cheeks after doing my contour, and this works perfectly. It goes in really nice, and it's really soft. I love how this one. And to bronze up my cheeks, I like to go in with the Sigma F40 brush. It's this one right here, and I just use it like this, so like this, and just work like in circular motions to bronze it up really nice. And they're Sigma brushes, so you know that they work amazing. These are a little bit more pricey. If you guys know, Sigma is pricier than Morphe, but I got these in a collection. I don't even know the name of the collection, but I got these in a collection, so it wasn't that expensive. To do blush, I like to go in between these two brushes right here. My all-time favorite one is the Airbrush foundation brush, and it's this one right here. And I like it just because it's like, you know, it's like small, and I feel like it works really nicely. So I just go in with a little bit of blush and just work it in like in little circular motions on my apples of my cheek. And this one is like my all-time favorite one, and I got it at Ulta. Oh shit, I got it at Ulta. Another favorite of mine is a Morphe R10 brush. It's this one right here, and I go in, just add some blush and just go in like this. Yeah, I go in between these and these. For a long time I was using this one, but after using this one I just fell in love with it, but they both work amazing. So next are my brushes that I like to use for nose contour. I like to go in between powders and creams. Like I said, the KKW contour stick has been working really good for me, and the place I'm typically the most dry around is my nose. Sometimes working with powder doesn't work out that well for me, but when I do use powder, I go in with the Sigma E48 brush. It's this one right here, and it also came in one of those kits. And I like it because it has like this little point right here. So I just go in with a little bit of powder and just contour my nose. Then next, I like to go in after I have put the contour and then some brightening powder on my nose. I like to go in and blend it out with the Morphe 135 brush. I don't like to have harsh lines, so this brush goes in perfectly and just blend it out. After, you know, I like to also put some brightening powder on my nose after I contour it. And the brush I really love to use is a BH Cosmetics brush. It's this one. It's the number 8, and it's from the Rose Quartz collection, and it's really nice brush. It picks up the product really evenly, and it's able to blend out really nicely. I go crazy with the blending, so I'm like, and everything needs to blend out nicely. I have blending brushes on top of blending brushes so I could blend it even more. But yeah, this brush, it works so beautifully, and this is from BH Cosmetics. BH Cosmetics is really affordable, and so is Morphe. The one that's on the pricier side is Sigma, but all of these brushes are amazing. Like I said, I like to cream contour my nose because my nose is pretty dry compared to the rest of my face. So a brush I like to go in with to cream contour is the BH Cosmetics 102 brush, and it's this one right here. I don't know if you guys could see that. So it's that one right there, and I just go in. Let me grab it out. I just go in with my KKW contour stick. I pick up a little bit of product, and I go in and start to contour my nose. I think that it works beautifully. It actually blends it out really nice. And then like I said, this contour stick is like the easiest thing to blend out with. So, but yeah, this works perfectly. Like if you're like me, that your nose is really dry, and sometimes the powder, like, it looks a little crazy with how dry my nose can get. So when I do cream contour, I like to go in with this little brush. It works perfectly, and it doesn't give you such a harsh, thick contour. So next we're gonna go into eye brushes. So my favorite brush to do my eyeliner with is the BH Cosmetics number 12 brush, and it's angled, and it works beautifully to do the eyeliner. I would use, because I do use a Tarte eyeliner, and that brush after a while it just got really like frizzy, and I wanted a brush that wasn't gonna make my eyeliner too thick. So I went online and I seen this brush from BH Cosmetics, and it works beautifully. Like I said, BH Cosmetics is extremely affordable. It gives me a really precise, beautiful eyeliner. When I prep my eyelids, I go in with the Urban Decay, the primer potion. So I just go in, and to blend it out, I go in with the Airbrush Concealer brush from Airbrush. It's this one right here. So I'll go in, put my the primer potion, and just go in and blend that out. I don't like to do it with my fingers. I feel like it's a lot easier to work with a brush. And even before I was using the Urban Decay primer potion, I would use a Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and this one works beautifully to blend it out, and it just gives you a really seamless, nice blend, and it just prepares your eyelids for all that eyeshadow you're about to put on. To put in all over color under my eyeshadow so that my eyeshadow blends out better, I like to go in with the Morphe E47 brushes. Once I have that on, I like to go in and add like my first color, and the brush I like to go in with is the Morphe M441 brush. It's this one right here. This one is it's a fluffy brush, and it goes in really nicely to pick up the color and start putting in your shadows. So after I have my color on, it really depends what look I'm trying to go for. If I want to add another, like I said, it just really depends what colors I'm trying to go in or with the look. Do like some crease color. I also like to go in with the Sigma E40 brush. It's a tapered blending brush. It works really nicely in the crease. Now, one of my all-time favorite brushes is the Morphe M135 brush. It's this one right here, and I like to go in with this one because I always, like 9 out of 10 times, I like to do a half cut crease. It's just like one of my favorite makeup looks to do, and this one works perfectly for the crease. It gives you a really nice, it defines your crease in such a beautiful way. And I also like to use this on the outer corners of my eye. It works really nicely, and it's like, you can see it like points a little bit here at the end, and it picks up the product really nicely, and it's really easy to work in and just get that makeup look looking really nice. And this one, every single time I do my makeup, regardless of if I'm doing a cut crease, smoke it, whatever I'm doing, I always use this makeup brush. This is like, I always use it. To blend out my eyeshadow, I go in with the Morphe M433 brush. You guys have probably seen this a bazillion times all over YouTube. So for my inner corner highlight, I always like to highlight my inner corners. I feel like it looks so beautiful, and the brush I like to do that with is a Morphe B18 brush. I haven't found any other brush that works the way that I want it to do my inner corner highlight. It's, you can see it's a little rounded, so it works perfectly. It just goes in there and you're able to blend it out amazingly. And this is from Morphe, affordable as fuck. Another brush that I like to use for my outer corner of my eye is the Bh Cosmetics number 7 brush, and this is from the, I don't even know from what collection it's from. I'm not sure from what collection it's from, but it's this one. This one, it works beautifully. It picks up a really nice amount of product, and it's able to help you put on that color on your outer corners of your eyes. My number one go-to is the Morphe 139 brush, but I also like to go in with this brush at times because it works so nicely, and especially when you have the half cut crease, you know, when you want to blend in the two colors together. I really like to go in with this number 7 brush. It works really nicely to just go in and pull the colors together. So does this one, but just in case, it depends like how much color I already used on this one, I'll go in with this one. The brush that I like to use for my, like right under my eyebrows, I don't even know what that's called, for your, from like right here, I always like to go in with highlight. I never go in with any eyeshadow. It's just all pure highlight, just because I feel like it looks beautiful regardless of what look you have on. As you can see, I feel like it looks amazing. And I always love to go in with the Morphe M209 brush. I also use a Bh Cosmetics one, but this one I have been using for so long that I had to use it in my favorite brushes. So it's the Morphe M209 brush. So next, to do my under my lash line, I always like to go in with a color. Rarely do I do a makeup look and don't add any color on my lower lash line. Is a Morphe M408 brush, and as you can see, it's really small and it's pointed. It just, oh my gosh, it works like a dream. One of my favorite looks to do is a half cut crease. So whenever I go in and do my half cut crease, to set down the concealer, my favorite brush to use is a Bh Cosmetics number 9 brush, and this is from the Rose Quartz collection. Well, it should not even be the Rose Quartz, and that's what I'm calling it. I think it's a Rose Quartz. I will link it down below because I'm not even sure which one it is. But this one, as you can see, it's pointed and it's really nice. I feel like it's really dense, and it picks up the concealer really nice, and it's able, because it is like a rounded oval, and I'm able to put in the concealer really nicely where I want to do the cut crease. Another brush that I like to use, this one I use whenever I'm going to apply glitter, so I use the Too Faced glitter glue, and to apply that I actually use this Morphe brush. It's from, it doesn't have a number or anything, I got it from a collection, and I'll link that down below. I know I said that in one of my last videos and I didn't do it, but if you see these, like the white and no number, it's for Morphe, and it comes from a collection. And this one, I feel like it works really nicely because it's pointed. It's kind of like my Bh Cosmetics brush. It's just smaller and longer, and it works perfectly to go in and apply the glue. Now, I don't like to use the same brush. Like, I wouldn't use this one to apply the glitter glue and vice versa, just because I like to have each for their own job. So this one always for concealer, and this one always for the glitter glue. So we're almost done. We're almost done. So now to apply the color for whatever cut crease look I'm gonna do. I like to go in between these two brushes. They work beautifully. I have the Morphe M124 brush and the Morphe 421 brush. It's these two right here. They're flat head brushes and they work amazing to put in whatever color I'm gonna do. Sometimes I like to do glitter eyeliner, and when I do that I like to go in and apply. So I'll apply the glitter glue, and then to actually apply the glitter I really like to go in between the Too Faced liner smudger brush, and it's from the teddy bear collection. It's this one right here, and also the Morphe 213 brush. It's this one right here. As you can see, they're basically the exact same thing. I just like to go in between both of these. They work amazing, and this one was really inexpensive, and the Too Faced one I got from the teddy bear collection. I know the teddy bear collection is like 5 brushes and they're pretty expensive, but I actually got them on sale. If you can't afford this one and you're looking for something that's more affordable to do glitter eyeliner, go in and get the Morphe M213 brush. This one right here works perfectly. Last brushes to define my crease, I go in between these two brushes. This is the Sigma Pencil E30 brush. It's this one right here. It came in with that purple brush collection, and the Bh Cosmetics 105 brush. So this is like if you have the money to splurge, and if you don't, this one works just as great, and it's from Bh Cosmetics. Those are my favorite brushes. The majority of them are really affordable. Sigma is a little higher end, but the Bh Cosmetics and the Morphe work exactly the same as the Sigma. I love to have a variety of brushes. But even though despite all the other brushes I have over there, these are the brushes I use the majority of the time. I just like to have my options, and I'll link all those down below in order, from face, eyes, contour, whatever, all that good stuff. And let me see, next week, today is Friday the 13th of July, so next Saturday I'll have my first video up of my global outfit, because I'm going to global 1 week from today. I'm so fucking excited. Like, my outfits are looking really good. So I have 2 videos for you guys back to back of brave outfits. And also you guys can follow me on Instagram and my Twitter. My Instagram is public, so follow me on there if you guys like. I always have it down below in the description bar. And also on my Twitter, I like to tweet funny things all day, so follow me on Twitter. I also have that down below. And yeah, so that's it. So the next time you guys will be seeing me will be showing off my first day global outfit. I'm so excited. If you guys can't seem to tell, I'm really excited. So I guess I'll see you guys